Is popping people, welcome back to the channel. Thinking here, welcome to the channel. Whilst I get hella shuffled up because we're in for the long haul. This is a matchup that I would say you've never seen before, but you've seen like something that's remotely similar. If you tuned into the case tournament, you would have seen a matchup that is significantly more favored to the player on the left. Unfortunately, we're playing the bad parts of Deep Sabers, and we are playing Jellymon, featuring featuring some Deep Sabers cards that also happen to be Jellymon in text. We are going to get a memory center established and a digital gate open. So, pretty good position to be in. We're going to get battle protection test of Jellymon. This means we get the pitch, and we are just quickly sequencing before the Sarukeni shows up. Get to stun the Yukio, but that joint ain't gonna matter. Like, none of anything that happens. Just none of anything that happens on Malo's side cares about being suspended. It just blows it up. So we do get the double pickup. We get the Regulators and we get the Amphimon Duel. We chose to read the Regulators, which, you know, fair enough. Nobody's ever read that card. That card sucks. But 4 memory passed over, as we do get Analog Youth and another DGO set. So we are pretty much on pace to do kind of everything here. It's going to evolve into Test of Jelly for 2, and then we're going to play Kyosho for 1. We're going to swing, tap to draw, and then draw up to 7. And then we get to tap Kyosho, which is then going to let us cast Amphimon Duel. I'm going to bounce the Yukio just to get rid of it. And then we do get to Arts Evolve. I only pitched 1 card here, which is high key trolling. I should have pitched 2. Because, like, in theory, if she could pop highest, I actually don't have enough cards in text to protect. So, yeah, we're gonna push up. We do find 2 of the custom cards. We did, obviously. Whoa. Yeah, we are just gonna pick up the Malo, though. So this is gonna be Mummymon off of the DGO, and then we're gonna pop those to play Mummymon for 0. Mercifully, this is just the draw to trash 2 rather than the Digivolve 1, and then we do get to use the pending on delete, which lets us play out Malomyotis and also our Knimon. So, gonna go pretty far. Reveal. Let's take 5 or 6 and then trash 2 from that reveal. And the main thing that will keep us safe is if she pops the... Not right on cue. If she pops the Tesla, we now have enough. You know, maybe I'm the greatest, actually. Maybe I was playing around it. Brackets. Clueless. So, we've got 3 on-deletes pending. And we're going to inevitably end up getting double. 1 upright off of the Malomyotis X, 1 sideways off of the not Malomyotis X. We do get to gain 2 more memory here. We do get to delete 2 unsuspended. So us being sideways works out here, which means we now attempt to bot deck. We do burn 1, and then we're going to, when it would leave, protects. I guess it didn't matter because it's burn 1, then attempt to bot deck. So we would have had the 3. But I mean, we have double Arukeni Mummy here, so we could, in theory, attempt Salute, but 1 memory spent on the Uko, and it looks like we're missing a way to cycle back. We didn't give either of these rush, so we can't, like, proc when attacking. Bouncing the Yukio does look like it did matter. So, active phase is going to push us up to 5, and then we are going to move up. 7 off, you would draw 1. And then, yeah, we're just confirming what, what everything does here. Because, yeah, there's a lot. We're going to evolve into Tesla Jellymon here just to give battle protection. Which is going to be a little annoying. So nothing has blocker here, so we're just confirming, just doing a little bit of memory nonsense. I also think one thing that I'm going to mess up here is I didn't realize that I misread Kyosho. Kyosho cannot evolve other idiots. We're going to gain a memory and then draw 1, because we obviously did trash a card. So we do evolve into Thetismon here, which means we do get to pitch 2. Startling Thunder probably goes crazy in this matchup. Well, it goes fine in this matchup. I'm going to get rid of Regulate because I hate that guy. And also because we don't have a means of getting much else. We're going to unsuspend the Kyosho and unsuspend the Thetismon. Gonna swing, draw one, and then hit DGO. Yeah, I'm just not sure. We didn't even trash anything to try and DP minus, so we're gonna go and then we're gonna evolve. Yeah, we're gonna evolve and then we're going to draw two, and then we have to just, yeah, swing the lost. Who needs to clear a body when you can just swing for game? Whilst we get shuffled up for game number 2, I do want to say thank you to everyone that has been supported the channel, everyone that joined the memberships as part of or after Bristol. We really do appreciate you. Did get to do Bristol, I keep saying it, or Rotherham. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and it really is appreciated. It helps us to do a whole lot more and do things like this off for the good of our own backs. We want to say thank you to our ultimates, the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, Brad, King of Knights, Rich Life, Sacred Armour, Zachary, and Coffin Bound, who do have access to Rotherham's, all of Rotherham's VODs. Ahead of time. They will trickle out, and we are going to establish a memory set nice and early, because it kind of came up a lot. There was a lot of times where she could have made like one action, choke us to one, and we don't want to play that game. We do get to swing in. This means that the Demi Merit is going to get to trash off Malomyotis to draw two, and then does not have a cheap pass, like one that is memory efficient. Like spend 4 to 1 choke, bottom deck double DGO, go straight to 3. It's a 6 memory action. Costs a lot. Double pick up off of the body, and it looks like we're just going to spend 3 to establish the Kyosho, just because there's no guarantee that the draw will come back. And again, passing 3, it doesn't really matter because she's only got like 1 action she can make. There's no level 4s of note, so there's no like cheap things she can do. It's like slammer level 5 for 6, or you know, slammer option or memory that costs 4. So having a memory setter just gives us significantly more value. Gonna get to go for the draw, and then we are going to okay, yeah, we're gonna make Thetis using Kyoshiro, swinging for a 7 and just hoping. Get the stun, tap Kyoshiro to draw. That puts us up to exactly 8. No, it doesn't. Draw 1, trash 1. And, yep, 7 and 7. It was bound to happen. Choke to 1. But, memory setter. And 2 unsuspended bodies that she could try and interact with. So we're going to go DGO just to establish Arcane Mummy. Not going to try and hide it. Immediately going to pop it to then get the Arukeni down, check top 5, and trash off. Let's set the Mummymon and a Mallow, and then the Undulate is going to give us the Malomyotis as well. Put blocker retaliation on Arukeni-mon. We do get to pop the Yukio rather than suspend it in order to give rush to the Malomyotismon, and that means we get to get Mallow there as well. And then on delete gets to go under a Malomyotis in text to digivolve into Malomyotismon. So this is one of the things that actually makes the Deep Savings matchup a lot more playable, because previously Mallow used to really struggle because you'd either completely turn off their on plays or you would be completely unaffected. You can see this play right there would actually play through Aegis because you are using a when digivolving rather than an on play, and they're not protected yet. So there's definitely a lot more counterplay in this matchup than there used to be. It's not like the complete. Genuinely might have been like 100 to 0, like pre DemiDevi. I genuinely think this matchup was at worst 90-10. At best, this joint was 100 to 0. This was like unlosable unless you broke. Speaking of unlosable, calling from darkness. It's gonna be a Yukio. Gets the float off of this, establishes memory setter again, and we have Arukeni. Double cleared my 2 unsuspendeds. I'm gonna spend 3 once again just to get that Arukeni-mon down. And that's gonna be the Tamer and a Mummymon. Then we get to float into DemiDevi and tries to make it so we have a blocker that will turn into Malomyotismon on our board. So I'm gonna pick up that card and read it, and then I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna make my battle protection. Which, you know, 3k rookie is pretty big, honestly, as far as rookies are concerned. But, you know, 4 is bigger than 3. So even though I'm battle protected, I am not immune to getting exposed. We're going to read that card again. Third time today that we have read that card in quick succession. I'm going to swing. We are going to, when attacking, pitch off the Kuzu because it's a blue card that puts us down to 7. Going to tap down to the KnTElixar, and then we can probably -2 bot deck. Okay, we're going to -2 bot deck the Arukeni, I guess, just so it's not Malomyotismon in text that we have to deal with. Gain back 1 off of being on 0. Then we tap the Kyoshiro and hit a second memory setter. A little annoying, but it is what it is. We managed to prevent Malomyotismon from coming down. The thing is, we do have to spend 5. Or we could just scramble and try and clear the board. Me right here, commentator, hopes that Andrew did scramble. Yeah. Scramble into Amphimon duel. Just got to pitch 1 card to minus. Choosing to pitch off the training, I guess, because the cards in hand seemed valuable. Obviously, you know, it would have been nice to one-choke, but double memories that are established. We're mostly just doing it so if we get taken off board, we can add back pieces that we need, rather than because we really cared about the memory efficiency or anything. Yeah, so just going over what we actually have, it's very important that we stay sideways. The other Thetismons would have also, you know, transparently not cleared the problem. But the other thing she has here is because she isn't a when a card is trash, you may unsuspend. It's when you suspend, she misses the timing, which means you actually don't have to worry about the popping unsuspended pandemonium flame type removal here. So do actually get to go to 4 here as we set to 3, then active phase. This is a blocker that we do have to try and clear. But the problem is, and the reason that Kessler was fine here is because we both kind of just looked at my Amphi and went, wow, this joint does nothing, huh? Like, -6 off of the when attacking, gets a tamer off of it, and then tap 3, and then gets a spin back 3 from when this Digimon suspends to unsuspend. I mean, it's like, what does this do? Yeah, like, it checks 1, and unless I'm holding some crazy joint like, offense plugin, like this straight up doesn't do anything. The only thing you can maybe hope is if I find Ruin, but I can't find Ruin, so what instead I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bounce back the Arukeni Mummy by casting Startling Thunder using the Kyoshiro, and unfortunately hit an Analog Youth, which might be the next best thing. 3 memory and an Analog Youth, it's pretty good. And what I didn't realize is, yeah, you can just use the Myotis to pop something with Myotis in text to reduce the play cost. So I was trying to be like, alright, you know, I'm sideways, she has to gamble into security. What she can do is she can just pop that joint off of her own value, get to go in, we've already resolved the draw 2, we get to pop the Tamer, which means we then get to burn 1 and attempt to bot deck, because it sees Tamers and Digimon being deleted, so that means we can just swing for game 2.
Matrix Digivolution.
What's poppin', Tamers? We're back with Player Ammo once again. A bunch of people ask me why I drink Player Ammo, and it's because they sponsor me. Duh. Jokes aside, I actually was drinking Player Ammo before all of that, because I actually don't have much of a sweet tooth, and I find a lot of energy drinks to be too sweet, especially a lot of the powder brands, but the no sugar approach for Player Ammo and their focus on more tart, like sour flavors, really suits my palate. The fruit punch is really just fruity and packs a nice kick. The blue raspberry is really, really nice as well, nice and sour, kind of like when you get those slushies. If you want something a little bit on the sweeter side, there's the strawberry lemonade, which is more strawberry than it is lemonade. And they do have the lemon flavors as well. And I can tell you for a fact that the new black cherry flavor goes foolish. Yeah, the way I mix mine is by getting the dry powder in and then getting a little bit of water in and just mixing it around to try and make a slurry. Then I add up to half the bottle and shake it a baby. With the third game being shuffled up with, it means it's time to say thank you to our champions. Appreciate every single one of you. We got Shinikari, DHM, Andy Fing, Benji Gibber, Kenneth Smith, Damato FTC, Kraken Security, Stephen Holgen at City on Cross, Pap, Kava, Summer Lawson, Harlequin, Vivar Kazas, Racho Donkey, Scott Monnier, Joseph Bang, Soy Sauce, Sleeping Squares, Velocidawi, Brisk Kitty, Top, and new to the champion tier, Marcos Digion. And it looks like we have our security set, so we'll open the digital gate one more time. I opened early with an Evo and a Tamer. Just getting that Kyosho down. We realize that we're probably getting close to time. These games have gone very, very long, so that's why we're trying to play nice and speedy. You're gonna swing in, swing in, draw one, and then pitch a blue to give battle protection. Tap Kyosho, go into Thetis, and then Thetis is going to trash to unsuspend her and the Kyosho. Which, like, in hindsight, I don't think really matters. All this means is I get to deny 1 chip damage. It means, like, so... It's one of those weird ones, like, if it swings and it lives, you feel like a genius. If it swings and it dies, you feel like you just wasted block value. So, this time, I'm choosing to take the block, just to try and deny the damage, because obviously these burn ones are going to start adding up, especially if we get looping. So I want to try and make it so there's as many resources as possible. Double DGO means we're completely hiding these tamers, so I can't really interact with them in a way that matters. And this is going to be slam a searcher, swing. I think I troll this. No, never mind. You get to make Regulacus, do get to unsuspend. No cards pitched or anything, so yup, we just hit an Arukeni Mummymon. I hate Regulacus, man. I hate this deck. I hate it. There was no way, like, I was just dancing 1 and -1, like, no way to actually get the memory back just because no memory inherits. But 1 DGO needed to get the Arukeni Mummy, which means we can now summon Mummymon. And this will be 3 wide? Must be properly undeletes, yep. All our Team Rocket showing up together. And the supervisor, Malomyotismon. Yeah, Mummymon and Arukeni Mummy in trash. And then one of these is going to get in blocker retaliation, most likely. Never mind, just straight into the Malomyotis, gets the pop. And no protection on this Regulacus. This joint sucks. So, do slightly mistiming on like the Yukio being able to give Malomyotis rush, but what we can do is we can just pop all 3 of them. Send Team Rocket blasting off to get Malomyotismon. And then we actually get double Malo from this because we get protection. Burn 1, double burn 1 because BT16 Malo also gets the burn. So very, very strong position. Gets us set to 3. We have to find a way to clear blocker retaliation as well as 2 chuds. And the annoying thing about this matchup is Malo is actually 13k. So he's actually over the value, like the threshold that we can actually meaningfully interact with. Because we pitched a card, we're going to gain a memory. We do get to go into Thetis. Once again, we do get to trash 1 to -2k bot deck. So we do play through blocker retaliation. We do have jamming here. And then, yeah, the annoying thing is that I can't properly interact with this board in a way that I want to. Because I think the 3-color Malo is 14k and the BT16 one is 13. Drop 3 doesn't clear either of them. And I think, I'm pretty sure Amphimon does not linger as 4 until your turn ends, yeah. So, no meaningful way to actually close this. Yeah, shout out to the memory market that I borrowed for Rotherham and then proceeded to not use even a single time. I just didn't use any memory markers, but, you know, the collectibles from our misplay for game EX12 case tournament. There's going to be attempt to remove. We're going to bot deck to prevent. Do lose 2 security in the process though. And then we are going to just be able to swing at security because we do have rush. We're just going to do -2k to try and see if we can get her to crash and die. Unfortunately does not, but just gets to establish the Mummymon, gets to establish both Malomyotis and Arukeni. This should be the Digivolve 2 down to the Thetis and is currently keeping turn, but everything is currently unable to attack. We passed her 1 memory shy of being able to clear it, I believe is what she said. Just unable to find it. So we're going to make a second Malo, which is going to fully take us off board. And then does get the Yukio, but the Yukio is going to miss just because he was not on board when it was there. We do get to get set to 3. Make a Tesla in the back, and then we're just going to slam to give us a blocker. By this point, we're already in time in OT, but the footage never stops, so we gotta finish things out properly for the camera. And I think you can probably tell based on how that last turn went that this is not one that is particularly difficult for Malo here. Get to give rush, get to bot deck, and get to swing for games. If you did like what you saw and you do want to see more, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more daily Digimon content. Enjoy the Rotherham regional coverage as it comes out. Consider becoming an ultimate to get it all in one go. If today's your birthday, then happy birthday, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.